Hello viewers, thank you so much for joining us for yet another exciting edition here on Led by Passion. Today we're in Woodlands, right in the studio at Shaarz. It's at Nkunika Mall, and we're going to have a chat with Sharon, who is proprietor of the cosmetics brand, and she's going to share with us today her story about how she got to this level and just give us some inspiration on how to get started and how to run your own business, how to employ, and how to deal with, you know, online businesses and clients from a distance. We're going to have a chat about all of these things right here on Led by Passion. So Sharon, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Thank you for allowing us into your space. I must say it's a very beautiful studio, very nice. Feels very welcoming when you get in. You know where to go, all the mirrors are set up, everything is in place, and you display everything very well. It looks good.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
You're welcome.
So Sharon, what we're here to do really is just to have a chat with you. We'd like to shine a light on you. You're a young entrepreneur and you're inspiring so many young people out there. But you know, very rarely do we get the stories and the inspiration from the horse's mouth. So we want to hear your business story, your business journey, if there are challenges or if there are things that you have done that made a win for you that somebody out there could use tomorrow to be their own cosmetics brand or anything for that matter. So tell us about the background of Shaarz and what brought us here.
Okay, thank you, Felicia. Actually, I'm a chartered accountant by profession.
Yes.
So I used to work at professional insurance in the finance department. I started the year I was entering into the research phase of my master's degree.
Yes.
I wrote certain goals, and one of them was to open a perfume line because I used to sell perfumes. To raise money. My salary when I started working, because I started as an intern, was really low.
Yes.
So that was what I wrote in my diary. I still have that diary of where I wrote my goals. So if someone is trying to start their own business, first of all, write your goals. Write and pray about it. Whatever you write comes to pass. I'm a firm believer of that. And then every day, because when I really loved studying accounting, but practicing it not so much.
Yeah.
So when I used to go for work, I used to say, like, is this my life? Is this my purpose? I used to really question myself.
Yeah.
So when I went back to read my dreams, the idea of cosmetics just came in because I had so many lipsticks in my makeup bag at work, and then the idea of cosmetics came in, and I just started doing my research, and it went on from there.
Wow. So what kind of research were you doing? Were you looking for other brands to sell, or did you already know that I need to go and make this? And how do you even, you know, people are wondering, how do you even get to this level where you actually have a product and it's branded?
I think when the information age, whatever you want you can get, like we're different from the industrial age, like information is out there. So I just started doing my research. I talked to my sister. My sister was working abroad that time. So I talked to her and I pitched the idea to her, and like we just worked together with my sister, myself, and that's how Shaarz was born.
Okay.
Yes.
So you definitely had to travel to talk to some people. Are you producing from Zambia?
No, we don't have the economies of scale, the expertise, so we're not producing from Zambia.
Okay.
But we pick the formulas, the designs, and we mostly it's about quality. Sometimes with a product can take even 6 months before it comes like to being alive, because we're just changing the formulas or changing the packaging or changing some, because like if you look at our foundation, it's the African skin, it's us. That's why when things come, they're popular, because it's all about quality. It's all about the Zambian woman, and we want to bring the best to the Zambian market. And like if you look at, we produce what's on trend. This, if you go on the internet and or you go to Huda Beauty or any brand, there's shimmery gloss now out there. So this is the top selling gloss in the US market right now.
Yeah.
So that's what we bring to Zambia. We bring what's out there. We don't want Zambians to feel left out or behind.
So share with us your experience with all this in terms of leaving work and then going to do this. Did you save enough money for you to actually start your own business? What experience did you have in that area?
Because I used to work, I was privy to gratuity.
Yes.
And leave pay and other things. So when I had some personal money, but thank God for supportive parents. When I pitched my idea to my dad, who was a very supportive man, he told me he will match half of what I have.
Wow.
Yes, so that's how.
Thank God for supportive parents.
Yes, that's how the capital, like whatever money I saved up, he matched the other half. Anyway, thank God for him. He also did the same with my masters and everything. He doesn't push me to do something. He just says, if you do this, I'll support you that way. So I should look for the other money and then
so that your effort is being seen. Also, he's not just pumping in money and then you blow it or you become lazy or
your idea is too crazy.
Yes. And especially for a dad to invest into something like cosmetics,
they don't understand.
And foundation.
Exactly. So that's how it started. So from there, those who wanted to invest, later on, my sister also joined in and pumped in some cash. Then we started using our profits to pump in more capital. Like people talk about capital. So that was the starting capital for Shaarz.
Okay.
It was my savings and well wishers.
Okay, so tell us about your market. How wide is your market now? From the time you started, from 1-2 clients, how have you developed, and was it hard in the beginning where you have 100 products and only 2 clients to where you are now?
Shaarz started with 6 lipsticks, so we didn't really have a lot of products. And when it started, I used to work. So my first clients were my former workmates. Although not everyone was as positive or as enthusiastic about them, because some, after using them, would give me negative reviews.
Okay.
Yes, and then like it's not because they hated it, it's just because there'll always be those people. Not negative reviews about the product, maybe it's just being extremely negative.
Yes.
But like I knew my support mostly wasn't from the building I used to work in. My support was when I advertised on Facebook outside. People that the ones used to really go crazy about the product. Then the people I've forgiven and moved on, but I can talk about it. Yeah. From inside, like they used to tell me, have you heard of a brand called MAC? You should try out MAC. And I used to use MAC products.
Yes.
Then, but like you can't be rude. Like they'll just give you very negative. So when I started first with who I used to work, and then when it became too working there and selling.
Oh yeah.
Yes, when it became too uncomfortable, I branched out, and then like my sister's friends, my friends, and the outside market were really excited about the products. And afterwards, when I decided to go into business full time, that's when I had to find a distribution channel. At first, I started with shops, but I couldn't manage like data, and then the working capital management, like the time for collecting cash management was really bad. So we started with a distributor model. So I've got beauty consultants from all over Zambia, different parts of Zambia. So they buy from us at wholesale, yes, and resale, and then they make their own money. They're empowered. Wow. So women are being empowered, and then they're meeting their beauty goals, their financial goals. So everyone is winning at the end, and people are being employed.
Did you ever feel like giving up before you got to this level?
No, I'm really strong-willed.
Okay.
I'm really strong-willed. I just don't give up. I know, cause when I started, I stopped work in December 2018, and then January 2019 was a really quiet month for me. So I tried to open a website, and I managed to open a website on my own. I'm not an IT specialist. It's not. I just, again, you do your research. Go back to doing your research. I learned how to do a URL, and then there was Shopify.
Yes.
So I used the Shopify model. I tried to open a website. I kept that website for 1 month. There were no sales at all from that website. I was like, back to the drawing board. Did I make a mistake resigning? Back to the drawing board? I remember that time, FNB even called me for a job interview. And then I was like, is this what I want? I did go for the interview, by the way. Yeah, I was like, is this? Or then I played around with the distributor model, and just the products speak for themselves. So there's some tough times, but tough times show you that you're doing something wrong. It's not like it will never work out. It's just a sign that you need to do something in a certain way.
That's true.
Yeah.
So there's something peculiar about your products. Yeah. Most of them are named after your friends, your peers, your sisters. What's the story behind this? It's a very beautiful concept. I really like it. To be able to see, names like Isabel, Busy on the products. Where did you get this idea from?
I don't know, the idea just came. Like, anyone who inspires me, I'm around in that moment. Because like this one, this one, it's Zara.
Yes.
We had a makeup artist, but she went on to do bigger things, and I really support my employees when they go out to do bigger things. So if I'm around someone and then they inspire me during that period in a certain way, like I like to make them a part of our products and our brand. So it's like anyone who inspires me or inspires us. It's not all my sister is not in front of the camera, it's me and my sister. Yes. So anyone who inspires us in that particular moment.
Okay. Yeah. And you have employed quite a number of people here, and you're working with, as you've mentioned, you're working with many people across Zambia, hopefully outside Zambia now or soon. How many people are at your office, and how many people are you influencing outside this space, and how do you feel about that?
In our office, I think we've got 7 full-time employees who are on our payroll, and then outside beauty consultants, we've got, I think, 200 active beauty consultants.
Wow.
Yeah, so it feels like, mostly that's why I don't really do interviews, because I really don't want to make it about me. Yes, like it's mostly about the business. The business is doing good for women and for employees and families, and like I don't think we're anywhere, we're just starting. So so for now, so far so good. We thank God for that.
Makeup is a space that has really grown in the last few years, of course attributing to the space that social media has given it. Like, you could literally sell anything online and at the click of a button. But to see you advance from where you started and to get to this level, it's really inspiring, and to just see you go out there. Recently I was in Livingston, and I'm sitting there and people are having a fuss about, oh, you're from Lusaka, oh, Shaarz, oh, what, you should have brought me this. And I'm like, wow, this girl is really, really making waves out there. Are there other young people that come to you and ask you, how did you do this? How are you doing this? What can I learn from you? Because you have chosen a different space from the usual. Because many people are doing the makeup itself, so they're picking up products from everywhere. But you have decided to bring us the product itself. So you are in a bit of a peculiar space from anybody else. And I feel like people maybe are just scared. They're just thinking this should be a very difficult task, or it should need, Sharon probably has a lot of money, I don't know how she does it. What would your feedback be about that?
I think if you're passionate about something, you'll go after it. Like everyone has got a space or something they're passionate about. So if you're passionate about something, you'll make it work no matter what. If you're passionate about like you just do your research, save up. You have to know how much money will I need, and then you save up, and then afterwards you do your research. You might be passionate about cosmetics, or you might be passionate about having your own shoe brand or your own handbag line. Like,
so it's possible.
It's more than possible. Just do your research and see how much you need. When you see how much you need, you ask around, decide, like whatever you want always comes to pass. It's just that I think people, the attention comes after something is done, or people, like for example, over lunch I was chatting with my sister. We used Mtale for a certain advert with us. So like people who talk about she's this, she's that on social media, we've worked with her. That girl, during an appointment, she's always on time. And we had to shoot something on Sunday. She's there, she's on time. So people don't see behind the scenes. They don't see how hardworking someone is. They just see the possibility. So if whatever you want, just go for it and work hard. Don't just talk. Like, work hard and do the work. Yeah.
Tell us a bit about that, your marketing strategy. Shaarz has really grown with the following on Facebook. I see you using different people, different artists to promote your work. Every day I wake up on my Facebook and I'm finding something that you have shared, that this person is using your product. And did you do any marketing? Is there someone teaching you the techniques of this? What are you using to be this productive or pushy?
Okay, Steve Jobs once said you can't connect the dots going forward, but you can connect the dots backwards. So on marketing, when I finished grade 12, my parents were transferred to Chipata, and I was bored, really bored in Chipata, so I told them I want a job. They found me a job at Airtel that time, and that time we used to, before there was Airtel Money, we used to do Makwacha, trying to introduce Airtel Money. So that's how I learned how to market and sell. I've never done, in school I went to do accounting. Yes. So like, now I really accredit that experience to this, because like if you look back, like God was preparing me that time for a moment like this. So I can say that's what attributed marketing and that. But like now, like online social media marketing is like really good. Like online marketing is what we've used, and we hope as we grow we try to explore other revenues. As long as they give us good conversion rates, we'll still use other revenues for marketing.
Okay, share with us your products. What are you selling here? What is Shaarz all about? Everything.
So for now we've got almost like we deal with the whole face. I'll start with eyes, face, so that we break it down. So for the face, we've got foundation. I'm actually wearing our foundation. I only wear our foundation. So our foundation is full coverage, and then it's really good for African skin tones. And then we've also got powder. Our powder is gives you a matte finish. It's like, and then now our foundation, on top of that, it's actually, when we started, it was quite expensive compared to the other foundations out there. But now it's the cheapest foundation, and I think it's the best quality, because I have used foundation. So if someone knows foundation, it's me. It's actually the best quality, and it's the cheapest.
Aren't you just advertising?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm not sure the source person. It's the cheapest foundation out there. Then, so that's with face. Oh, and we also have concealer. Let me just, should I pull one? We have, this is our concealer. Our concealer is used for, like, you can use it for contouring or for cleaning up when you've made a mess after doing your eyebrows or anything. So those are the face products. Then eyes. For eyes, we've got our pomade for my eyebrows.
Yes, it's a new product, right?
No, the shade is the... We had one shade, but we introduced the other shade. We have the pomade, and then we also have our palette. Sorry. So this is, I'm so excited about this palette. This palette has 35 colors. Yeah, and then it's got natural colors, shimmery colors, and then you can make any look. Then you've seen it's named after tribes. Yeah,
Yes.
so it's a 35 color palette. We've also got lashes. Then for the lips, we've got lipstick, lip gloss. I think, brushes. We've got brushes, 14 brushes, which are the necessary essential brushes to create any look. And then we've also got our beauty blender, which is a very soft beauty blender. So we've got everything. We've got everything, yeah.
Are you looking at doing more, or is this it and you're just gonna focus on
I think
this
we've just
going
started.
bigger?
I really think we've just started. I am grateful, but I don't see the major success that's talked about. I think we've just started.
Okay.
We've just hit the
So
ground.
yeah.
There's still a lot to do.
Yes, you have a lot of work to do.
We have a lot of work to do, yes.
Okay, so we've seen that this is a big brand. You're always working. We're sitting here and you're pointing at things and working. What's your commitment in terms of time to this work and to your passion for what you do?
I think I spend most of my time. I don't feel like I'm working. I think I really enjoy what I'm doing, so I don't really feel like I'm working. Like my routine is mostly around Shaarz. Okay, when I wake up, I always have a daily prayer, I say. So I commit my day into God's hands, and in my prayer I also write about my goals. Then afterwards I hit the ground marketing. We start marketing and saying what we'll do for the day. Then when I'm done, you'll find me at Shaarz after 10 or 11, because I like doing the work which doesn't strategic work where I want to be disturbed.
Yes.
Because when I come here to do operational work, people require your attention and everything. Then afterwards I'm here, and I think I work the whole day, because there's also new products. We have to do our returns, we have to do payroll, we have to it's a full business. So there's a lot to do. So I think I'm always working and I enjoy working.
Is there a chance to go back to former employment?
No. That's not me. That's not me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I don't I know I'd have been a successful CFO somewhere, but that's not me, and it's not my passion.
So in terms of work and education, do you feel like you did not need to do all that school, or do you feel like it's that school that has brought you to this position that you are today? Because some people feel like if you're going to be a business person, why go to school? You know, there's that concept out there. People just think, I just need a little bit of money, I go out there, I'm gonna do business and I'm gonna make it.
I'll speak for me personally, because some people haven't gone to school and have succeeded. So for me personally, I think whatever I do, I needed to do school, because I don't just wake up. We have targets, we have a budget, we do our financials. That's why the business is able to grow, because everything is planned out. So I did need to understand those things for me to run this successfully. But if you haven't done school, learn accounting, learn marketing. You don't have to be an A student to learn that. Just read about it and just run your business professionally, keep your records properly, and just be professional in all you do. Some people, it's not school is not school teaches you how to follow rules and everything. I think you have to be, it's not about being book smart. I would say. So those who haven't gone to school are capable of doing this.
Yes.
And those who have been to school, you can't always follow what the teacher said. You also have to be open-minded.
Yes.
So I do think school is important. I'll never say school is not important, but I'll also say that you can also do more whether you haven't gone to school, as long as you're inquisitive and you're interested in learning. It's all about learning, because every day I learn new things. So it's all about learning.
Okay, so advice to a young person who is interested or would like to learn from you, or would like to start their own perfume business or anything, what would you say they should take away from this interview?
I would advise you to follow your passion. Sometimes you don't know what your passion is, but you search for things which you love, and when you follow it, do your research around it, and when you start your business, keep your budgets in order, keep your records in order, have your targets, and just follow your plan through. fixed on your goals, but flexible about the methods you use, and just go for it. Be motivated and be inspired. That's what I would advise someone looking to join the entrepreneurial world, because I think entrepreneurship is important. That's what gives jobs to people. That's what brings new products. Like, we need entrepreneurs. So just go. When you most people will talk you out of it and tell you to look for a job, and you're not wrong for wanting what you want. So just go after what you want and do it for your clients, do it for the greater good of others. At first, it shouldn't be all about you at first. Focus on the business and grow the business, and it will be a success. That's my advice.
Okay, so there you have it. We have learned a lot from Sharon today. We've learned that we're in the information age and you can learn anything. Go on Google, go on the internet, pick up a skill and go and enlighten yourself and learn, grow your passions. Whatever you do, you need the knowledge. We're so happy to have been here today. We are definitely going for a face visit. And make sure to like the page, follow us on Instagram and Facebook, follow us on YouTube as well, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.